guys, it's Sarah, and today I have a review on a trilogy for you. So this trilogy is called the True Rain Trilogy, and this is written by Jennifer Ann Davis. Book 1 is called The Key, Book 2 is called Red, and Book 3 is called War. These books were sent to me by the publisher, and this was part of a BookTube Tours review. So if you want any more information about BookTube Tours, I will leave a link down below where you can go and kind of check it out, but you do have to be a booktuber in order to participate in it. So this trilogy is a young adult fantasy, and this follows a girl named Rima. Now, Rima is part of kind of a lower society in this world. There's definitely a royal society, and then kind of almost everyone else is a little bit impoverished except maybe the army, who they're trying to make sure fight for them. So Rima lives with her aunt and her uncle, and there's something very different about her. Almost everybody in this kingdom has brown hair and brown eyes, so they all have very similar looks. However, Rima is blonde hair, blue eyes. So that definitely makes her different, and it makes her stand out, and people kind of wonder about her. So she's not sure why she's so different, and but at the same time, her family is just kind of making sure that they stay alive. Today, Rima comes across one of the princes from the royal family. There is a king and there are two princes. One is a crown prince, the other one is his brother, who is also the head of the king's army. His name is Dharmik. Rima comes across Dharmik, and they kind of have a little encounter, and they're both very drawn to each other right off the bat. Not quite sure why, but there's definitely a spark between them. Because of this, she has also caught the attention of the crown prince, who is Dharmik's brother. His name is Lenik, and he's not a very nice person. Lenik proposes to Rima, although Rima is already betrothed to someone else. However, he changes that and kind of forces her to accept his proposal in a very mean way, which I won't tell you why. So Rima finds herself at the castle with this royal family, who are terrible, terrible people, all except Dharmik, who she already has a connection with. So she's really just trying to figure out how in the world she's going to get out of the situation, how she's not going to marry Lenik, and how she's just going to be able to get out of there with her life. So obviously it's a trilogy. Lots of things happen in here, which I can't really go into because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But these books were so good. I gave each of them 5 stars. All 3 of them were action-packed, which normally sometimes like the second book in a series can be kind of like a filler book, you know, not the greatest, just more of an information dump than anything. But book number 2 in this series had a lot of action in it as well. Rima and Dharmik go through a lot of different things. You also kind of go back and forth between perspectives, kind of. This is not a first-person perspective, but every other chapter you're following Rima and then you're following Dharmik, because they're not always together. So you kind of see what each of them is going through and how their stuff is paralleling. And it was very, very action-packed. It kept me completely invested the entire time. I always wanted to keep reading. I never wanted to put it down. It never got boring. There is a lot of political stuff in here as well, because there is a royal family, and even though they're corrupt and everyone pretty much hates them, they're their leaders, and they don't have a choice in that matter. And it's when their royal family is not challenged, but like there's the possibility that they are not actually supposed to be the royal family. So that is when things really start hitting the fan, and you kind of learn who everybody is and where things fall. And it kind of kept me guessing the whole time, and I absolutely adored it. This really came out of nowhere. I didn't know these books existed until I got the email about this tour, so I signed up for it and got approved, and I'm so happy I did, because I really just loved this. So I highly recommend this trilogy if you are a fan of YA fantasy. I think it is a really great storyline to get into, and I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, if YA fantasy is something you're not quite into but you're interested in it, the first book, The Key, is free on Kindle right now. So if you have a Kindle and you'd like to download it and give it a try for free, I highly recommend that. I think once you read this one, you're going to want to get the other 2 as well. So I will leave a link down below for information for all 3 of these books, as well as the author's information and links where you can find out more information about her and about the books and where you can buy them and all that good stuff. There'll be multiple options for that. So highly recommend. 5-star reads for me. I loved them. I loved them so much, and it was very Like I said, action-packed, but it kept me guessing and it kept me interested, and nothing was confusing. Sometimes when you get into politics of things, it gets a little confusing, but all of this made sense to me. So it was just really, really well done, and I really enjoyed it. So highly recommend the True Rain series by Jennifer Ann Davis, and I hope you guys will check it out as well. All right, that's it for me today. Like I said, I will have links down below to all of the books along with the information for the booktube tours if that's something you're interested in getting involved in, and the author Jennifer Ann Davis as well. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you have any questions and I will try to answer them as best I can. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.